I can now authenticate using 2 different services, but I get the same list of notes regardless of who I am. That seems like a bummer. I want my own notes, dang it. So what can I do? Here's how they're all stored so far. Go to database. They're all stored under notes. Why are they stored under notes? Because in main, we say sync state and pass it notes as the name of the endpoint. That's the first argument to sync state. If we change that to something else, and create some notes, then sure enough, it creates a new endpoint called fish sticks. So what if we had an endpoint for every single user? Why not? Doesn't seem so bad. App.js, we get the UID and save it in state. And right now it's only available inside app, but we could pass that down to main, couldn't we? Sure. So in main, let's just pass another prop. UID. This.state UID. And in main, that will now be passed in as a prop. This is an actual class, so it will be this.props. So inside component will mount where we sync state. What if instead of fish sticks, I said this.props.uid, maybe followed by .notes, and try that. It's invalid. I would have to first create an empty one. That's all right. We'll just do this. This.props.uid. Try to create a note. This belongs, I'll just say, Google version of me. Here we go. There's fish sticks. I don't suppose we need that. There we go. Some horrible looking thing must be my UID. Inside there. Sure enough. Let's try logging out. And logging back in as GitHub me. Uh-oh. Got an error that time. Account already exists with the same email address. Shucks, because both my GitHub account and my Google account have the same email address. It doesn't want 2 different users with the same thing. So let's see here. Authentication. So this is under sign-in method. Let's see. Is that where it is? Where is this? I forget. Usage? No. I remember this setting. Yeah, you can turn on email verification too. Let's see. Where is this? Anybody work through this one? It's under sign-in method. Okay, yeah, okay. Advanced. 1 account per email address. So you could change this. Allow creation of multiple accounts with the same email address. So instead of, yeah. Well, anyway. Now I can sign in with GitHub. Have 2 versions of me with my own notes. GitHub version of me. Look at my database. There's a different UID with a different note. Again, I see if I sign out and back in with Google. I get the other note. So there you go. Notes scoped by user. Piece of cake. Questions about that? Yeah.
Can you make it so that your Google and your GitHub
As far as Firebase is concerned about the same account, maybe not technically, but you could scope them by email address instead of by UID if you wanted to. You could totally do that. We would just need to save email in state as well, which you can totally do. So yeah, then it's in that return value. Yeah, so up in app, it's this user object is passed in on auth state changed, and that does have an email address in there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Do what? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let's go ahead and commit this. Scope notes by user.